What's going on, guys? Today we have an updated analytics video for you. So a couple of months ago, I thought it'd be a really good idea to show you guys the inner workings of what happens as a content creator. This isn't just for bowling, this is for content in general. So this isn't bowling specific, just my journey, the numbers I'm seeing, the numbers that you guys are helping with, because at the end of the day, this isn't just my channel, this is all of your guys' channels. Everybody watching this, everyone who's subscribed, followed, likes my videos, things like that. This is your guys' channel. So I want to show you guys everything that is on the ZVLBowling channel on TikTok and on YouTube, and to show you guys, if you want to, one, get into the space, what you can expect with a lot of time and a little bit of money thrown into it, or what you can see for the future of where our channel is going. Are we stagnant? Are we growing? Are we declining? Things like that. Make sure to drop a sub if you haven't, helps me out a ton. But otherwise, let's get right into it. We're going to start with TikTok. So on the TikTok side, we have been really hardcore putting in content since, let's see if we have it on here. It's been really since this day that we hit 16,000, so January 17th. That's when we posted our very first review. That was a Black Widow 3.0 review, and that's when we really started to go hard on TikTok. We had a channel for a year or two before that, but I was just dumping bowling clips onto it. There wasn't anything crazy. I think we had like less than 1,000 followers at that point. But in the last 365 days, looking at it, we have 6.1 million video views. That is an awesome number. Super cool to see. Short form content always gets a little more for views, but overall 6.1 million video views, 69,000 profile views. Nice. So there was a massive spike on September 15th. I don't know why. Can we see what came out that day? We can't. So very odd, but that one's not that great. 166,000 likes. So there's a couple big spikes that we're going to talk about here in November and December. That was the point that we were able to jump over 10,000 followers. But then there's random spikes here and there. In general, for likes, a lot of the more review-based content or tip-based content gets a lot more likes than just the random bowling videos on the channel. 9,500 comments, really cool. An absurd amount on April 1st. That was a day that I was sitting in a parking lot outside of a bowling alley and made a video asking, hey, could you guys put any questions you have below? I'll make comments on them for your arsenal. And that's really when the arsenal builders really started to take off. And then we also had 14,000 shares. Kind of cool number. That's a lot of shares in general. And this is the last 365 days. If we go to the last like 28 days, we have almost 1 million views this month. 865,000. Massive jump from the previous month because we had so many views early on in the month, especially that December 4th where we had 80,000 views. Otherwise, we've been pretty consistent around 30,000 views a day. Very big number. That number is absolutely insane in my head. Profile views, 9.6 thousand. Yeah. So, and then in the last week, we have almost 200,000 views per week. So for anybody who's looking for sponsorship things, this is an absurd number that you can give off, saying getting 200,000 views on content is bonkers high compared to any other form of social media or any form of like physical marketing. Absolutely crazy numbers. So a few other things, mainly from the For You page. As you know, search engine gets a handful, and then personal profile also gets a handful. Kind of cool. Not many views from following, which is crazy. Thought that number would be a little bit higher, but following on TikTok isn't the biggest thing. I think it's more of a norm on YouTube to subscribe than to follow on TikTok. But that is our overview, a quick little overview of our TikTok side. Let's dig into the actual content for a little bit. So in the last 7 days, our most viewed video was some shots with the 900 Global Reality. We actually got 20,000 on a video of the Extreme Envy where I tested not putting a description to see what would happen. I did see that there's another bowling creator who doesn't really put captions or anything and they get a ton of views. So I was curious what would happen. So that was more of a test. But all of our top level view stuff is mainly from just random bowling clips. They're usually the shorter clips, and on TikTok, shorter clips get more views. If we go though, last 365 days, we do have two videos that got to 100,000 views, which is awesome. So we had a discontinued list for Brunswick where they dropped like 18 bowling balls at one time. And then we had our bowling ball cover stock video getting 117. And then my funny post of bowling is hard from 3 weeks ago got to 81,000, where a lot of people were bashing me for how I threw it. Kind of entertaining, but those are our most viewed videos. Most liked videos: bowling cover stock guide, the discontinued list, and then the deviate heckler, actually, which is crazy, had 2.7 thousand likes on 68,000 views. So people really liked that ball, which is awesome. That ball is really good, by the way. New followers, the most was from cover stock guide. We got a lot from the discontinue. We got a handful from the bowling core numbers, and then so on and so on. But overall, our cover stock guide was the biggest video of the year. Kind of cool. That's kind of a cool, like, ZVLBowling wrapped kind of little anecdote. So those are our top posts. Let's look at our viewers for a second. Viewers, in the last 7 days, 64,000 viewers, 19,000 new viewers. If we go to the last year, 1.8 million total viewers, 901,000 new viewers. Absolutely crazy. People like watching sports content from here. Makes sense. And this Keaton Hendricks dude who just posts other people's bowling content, who has a ton of followers. I think he's the most followed guy on TikTok for bowling, which is crazy. Overall, nothing else too crazy. Gender-wise, 93% male, 7% female, 0% other. Age demographic, 25 to 34 is our biggest, then 18 to 24, 35 to 44, and then so on. Location, US is number 1, Malaysia is number 2, and Singapore number 3. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that Malaysia and Singapore jumped places like Canada or Australia. So really cool to see there. That is from the last 365 days. Last 7 days, not much different. 93% male, 5% female, 2% other. Similar age demographic, really similar location. So really the last year is a good culmination of what the last week looks like also. Let's go last to the follower icon. 12,000 total followers. Currently 189 net followers in the last 7 days. We go to the last 365, we had 10,000 total followers join, and then 12,000 all time. So we must have had about 2,000 followers when we started going hardcore on posting. But we did break 10,000 followers. Super cool. 12,000 total right now. The gender differences are a little bit different for our followers compared to our views. 1% more female. Otherwise, a few more of the older demographic of 35 to 44 watch us on the follower side compared to 18 to 24. Everything else is pretty much identical. So those are our main stats. Now, there is another stat in TikTok that I can't find on desktop, unfortunately, that I'd like to show you guys. But I'll just discuss it a little bit, and that is the money side. So at 10,000 followers on TikTok, you get accepted into their creator content program. Overall, I'm making about $20 to $30 per week on content. So I make money based on content that is over a minute long, and that gets over 1,000 views. Every 1,000 views, I get like $1.20 or something. So I make about $20 to $30 per week. Nothing crazy. Really doesn't pay for all that much. After taxes, it'll be very minimal, but that is the money side of TikTok, and that's how that works. There are other ways to make money, of course. You can have the TikTok shop, you can have commissions based on content you recommend, things like that. So TikTok, not much money overall. You have to be a massive, massive creator on that platform to really make a lot of money. So that is all of our TikTok demographics, all of our information and overview of the last 365 days. First of all, thank you guys for these awesome numbers. These are all because of you guys. Love every single one of you for this side of it. It's absolutely incredible to see, and I'm excited to see what 2025 has, as long as TikTok doesn't get banned. But with that, let's jump over to YouTube. This is a very interesting side, very, very entertaining on YouTube side. So much darker screen. They have dark mode enabled. Awesome. Love that. So overall, I hope there's nothing here that you guys can't see. I think we're good with everything, like payment wise. But this is the last 28 days that we're looking at right now. So YouTube is absolutely blown up over the last couple of months. So these numbers are absolutely crazy. For example, 176,000 views in the last 28 days in December alone. So 176,000 total views, almost 12,000 total hours of watch time, almost 1,000 subscribers added in the last 28 days. And then estimated revenue for the month is almost $1,200, which is bonkers in my mind. Absolutely nutty. Right now we're at 5,082 total subscribers. In the last 48 hours, we've had about 16,000 real-time views. Very, very cool. Let's go to our content. Overall, new viewers, mainly from videos, a couple from shorts. Our shorts haven't done very well this month. We also haven't posted very many, unfortunately. A lot of returning viewers from videos, a handful from shorts, and a few from live streams now because live streams have started up. And then subscribers, a lot from videos, a few from shorts, and a few also from live streams. So some other cool stats, views from the last 28 days, mainly from videos, a handful from shorts. Most people usually get a lot of views from shorts. I just haven't posted many, and we'll see that in a couple coming clips of how many shorts I actually have made. And then about 7,000 views from live streams. We only live stream about once a week, and we average about 50 to 100 viewers, so that number will always be lower than everything else. Published content, as you can see, 15 videos, 6 shorts, and 4 live streams in the last 28 days. Kind of a cool one is the impressions. So we had 1.7 million views on just seeing my content somewhere on their recommended feed or on their subscriber feed, things like that. 104,000 views from those impressions. So out of those 1.7 million, we had 104,000 people actually click on it, and then 8,500 watch hours from those impressions. Kind of cool. Rest of it, most from browse features are finding us. Suggested videos, about 12%. Shorts feed, about 10% of our viewers. External channel pages, 14% from other, also kind of interesting. My top remixed content. So I had a couple things remixed, which is interesting. I actually have not looked at that, but I'm gonna have to look in that a little bit more. So that is our content. Audience-wise, we had 29,000 returning viewers in the last month, 61,000 unique viewers, and almost 1,000 subscribers. Very, very cool to see. Absolutely love that. So some videos that got people to come back. Still collecting data for that one. That makes sense. We had 3 brands no longer PBA registered, was massive. 13 discontinued bowling balls, as we saw on the TikTok side, also blew up on the YouTube side. We had all of our new storm videos always do very, very well. You guys really like to see the storm content, which is cool. Looks like most viewers are watching YouTube later at night, which is kind of cool. Gives me some nice little recommendations for upload times. Let's see. Viewers who turned on all notifications for the channel, we're at almost 10%. That's pretty cool. Watch time, age, and gender, we're 96% male and 4% female on the YouTube side. And our largest demographic is actually 45 to 54-year-olds. And then next up is 65 plus. So we aren't really hitting those 13 to 24-year-olds, but we're really getting that older demographic on YouTube compared to TikTok. Kind of cool. Otherwise, we have some comparisons for our channel, some awesome bowling channels out there, D-Tang, Brad and Kyle, Lewis, TV Bowling Supply, Inside Bowling. So all of our viewers like bowling, surprisingly. Now let's jump this to the last 365 days. We only started the channel on May 12th. So this channel is only about 7 months old on YouTube compared to TikTok. But looking at everything, why you no show? Total number of unique viewers is only available for periods up to 90 days. Okay, well, that's interesting. So I can't really look at much for that, but let's try it on the content side, question mark. Not really showing up. We can go to the overview side and see. So overall for the channel, we have 852,000 views, 39,000 watch hours, 5,000 subscribers, and an estimated revenue of about $3,100. That's all an estimate, and taxes are going to kick in. But let's go to the revenue side a little bit. So to show you guys, really pull back the curtain of what money I'm actually making on a bowling channel. It looks like a pretty big number, you know, $3,000 starting in July onward. Very, very cool to see. Like there's a few videos in here that do a little bit better. Like Friday, December 27th, we're making $100 because we had a storm video go live that is currently at like 11,000 views. But $3,000 in about 5-ish months of work. It's not the greatest number in the world, $600 a month, and this is pre-tax, so tax is going to kick off a little bit of it, but that is where we are at for our monetary amounts. Why get out of here Friday, July 26th? Let's see if we can get rid of that. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. All right, and then just for some of the biggest viewed videos, 13 discontinued bowling balls did pretty well. Top 5 bowling balls of 2024 videos are always doing really well. And then Boost Your Average in League did really well too. So overall, that's about the money side of YouTube. So as you can see, YouTube, you make a little bit more money compared to TikTok, especially being a smaller channel. For YouTube, you only need to get to 500 subscribers, and then I believe it's 3,000 watch hours to get monetized. So we hit that in July. So it took us about 2-ish months to get to that point. And as a bowling channel, that's very, very good because there aren't many big name bowling channels that have a bunch of viewers and subscribers. So this is honestly pretty respectable. Very, very cool. Trends, we don't really care about. It's just a bunch of random bowling videos that we don't need to watch right now. But overall, those are our YouTube analytics for the entire year. And I want to show this to you guys because, again, you guys were a big part of this. You guys were part of these views, these watch hours, these subscribers, these subscriptions, this estimated revenue. And then it helps you guys if you want to be a content creator or to really know where we're at. So long story short, this is about the money that we make. Well, that's total for the year. Let's get it to the last 28 days. This is about what we make per month right now. That's going to go down because bowling content always skyrockets in December because that is the highest sales month and it's around Christmas. So people want to know more about bowling balls. This will probably go down, but otherwise, hopefully the other numbers stay up. Right now, over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely incredible number. My goal was 5,000 by the end of the year. You guys helped us hit it. So that is absolutely really, really cool. We have a lot of really cool ideas coming for 2025, trying to help out, trying to make these numbers bigger to reach more bowlers, because that's our overall goal, is to reach more bowlers to help with this channel. But at the end of the day, those are all of our analytics for the ZVLBowling channel. Like I said last time, I'll be making these videos every 6-ish months. If you guys want to see them more, please let me know in the comments. I know there's a couple of you that really want to see these. If you want to see them less, also let me know if you don't care. That's always good feedback for me, because if you guys don't like seeing any content, I just won't make it. But if you guys want to see more of a different kind of content, I'll make that. So let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys all so much for watching and for all the support in 2024. Thank you all. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.